Beyond the Gates spoilers for Tuesday morning, February 25, 2025, where the air is crisp and the coffee is brewing. Let's start where it all began. The elegant country club where the Dupree family gathers like royalty. On Monday, February 24th, we met Anita Dupree, played by the graceful Tamara Tooney. She's the matriarch, a woman with a sharp tongue and a heart full of love for her daughters, Nicole and Donnie. At breakfast, Anita sat across from her eldest daughter, Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson, Daphne Duplay, who seems to have it all together: perfect career, perfect poise, perfect life. The two chatted over scones and orange juice, catching up like old friends, but there was a shadow lurking beneath their smiles. That shadow belongs to Donnie Dupree, Anita's youngest daughter, portrayed with fiery energy by Carla Mosley. Donnie is the wild child, the one who's always danced to her own beat, even when it led her straight into trouble. And oh, has she found trouble now. For 35 years, Donnie was married to Bill Hamilton, Timon Kyle Durrett, a charming lawyer with a smile that could melt ice, until you realize it's hiding a snake's bite. Bill, it turns out, has been cheating on Donnie for years, sneaking around behind her back while she raised their daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. But this time, he's gone too far. He didn't just have an affair. He's left Donnie for Haley Lawson, Marquita Goings, a young woman who's been like family to the Hamiltons for years. Let's talk about Haley for a moment, because her story is a heartbreaker wrapped in a scandal. Haley's an orphan, a lost soul who found a home with Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne, Ariel Prepetit, and Chelsea Hamilton, Ronnie Rose Mantilla, Danny's daughters. Naomi and Haley have been best friends since they were girls, sharing secrets and dreams under the stars. The Hamilton family welcomed Haley with open arms, treating her like one of their own. She even landed a job at Bill's law firm, a chance to build a future for herself. But somewhere along the way, that gratitude twisted into something darker. Haley didn't just take a job. She took Danny's husband, stealing him right out from under her nose like a thief in the night. Now, Bill and Haley are planning a wedding, acting as if their love is some grand fairy tale. But to Donnie, it's a nightmare she can't wake up from. Anita, never one to mince words, admitted on Monday's episode that she always saw through Bill's slick charm. "That man's a manipulative jerk," she said, her voice dripping with disdain. And she's right, Bill's cheated before, leaving Donnie to pick up the pieces time and again. But Haley? She's the first one he's run off with, leaving Danny's world in ashes. As Tuesday's episode looms, the question hangs heavy. Will Donnie fight back, or will she crumble under the weight of this betrayal? While the Dupree family wrestles with heartbreak, a fresh face steps into the spotlight. Meet Ashley Morgan, Jen Jacob, a sweet young nurse starting her first day at the hospital. Ashley's got a heart of gold and a boyfriend, Derek Baldwin, Ben Gavin, who's just as kind. On Tuesday morning, Derek whips up a breakfast of scrambled eggs and toast to celebrate her big day, his eyes shining with pride. But when Ashley walks through those hospital doors, something unexpected happens. She bumps into Andre Hamilton, Sean Freeman, a freelance photographer with a roguish grin and a camera slung over his shoulder. Sparks fly, subtle at first, just a lingering glance and a shy smile, but it's enough to make you wonder. Could this be the start of a flirtation that turns Ashley's quiet life upside down? Speaking of sparks, let's not forget Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne and her husband, Jacob G. Bray Horges. Monday's episode gave us a steamy peek into their marriage, a morning so passionate that Naomi was late to meet her grandmother Anita and mother Nicole at the country club. The two are clearly mad about each other, their love a bright spot in the Dupree family's stormy saga. But as Tuesday approaches, you can't help but wonder if their flame will keep burning strong or flicker under the pressure of everything else falling apart around them. Across town, the Dupree men step into the frame. Vernon Dupree, Clifton Davis, the family patriarch, meets his grandson Martin Richardson, Brandon Claiborne, at a cozy coffee shop. Vernon's a retired senator, a towering figure who once shaped the world with his words and wisdom. Now, he's passing the torch to Martin, a congressman with big dreams and a determination to honor his grandfather's legacy. The two share a bond forged in pride and purpose, and after their coffee, they head to the country club to join Anita, Nicole, and the rest of the clan. But as they walk through those polished doors, you can feel the weight of expectation pressing down on Martin, a weight that might soon test his strength. Enter Bradley, Smitty, Smith, Mike Manning, Martin's husband and the newest character to grace Tuesday's episode. Smitty's a stay-at-home dad, pouring his heart into raising their two adopted children, Tyrell, Jaden Lucas Miller, and Samantha, Naja Jackson. With his warm laugh and gentle hands, Smitty's the glue that holds their little family together. He and Martin are the picture of relationship goals, a love story that makes you believe in happily ever afters. But even the strongest love can hit a rough patch, and Tuesday's episode hints at trouble brewing. Smitty's been thinking about dusting off his old dreams of being a writer, a career he set aside to focus on their kids. He imagines a day when Tyrell and Samantha are a bit older, when he can sit at a desk with a cup of coffee and let his stories spill onto the page. It's a quiet dream, a flicker of hope for something just for him. But Martin? He's not so sure. He loves their life the way it is. Smitty at home, the kids thriving, their world perfectly balanced. The idea of change unsettles him, and you can almost hear the tension crackling between them. Will Smitty push for his dreams, or will Martin's resistance spark a rift that neither saw coming? Back with Donnie, the drama takes a cruel twist. As Monday's episode faded to black, she learned a devastating truth. Bill and Haley have bought a house in Fairmont Crest, the very neighborhood where Donnie lives. Of all the places in the world, they've chosen to plant their new life right in her backyard. Imagine the sting of that, seeing your ex-husband and his new bride strolling down your street, laughing as if they've erased you entirely. Tuesday's episode promises to dive into this wound, exploring whether Donnie will confront them, seek revenge, or simply try to hold her head high as her heart breaks all over again. Then there's Nicole and Donnie, two sisters bound by love but divided by life. Nicole's the golden child, the one who's always done everything right, while Danny's the rebel watching her world unravel. There's warmth between them, a sisterly bond that shines through the cracks, but there's also tension. Donnie can't help but feel a pang of resentment as she looks at Nicole's polished life, her own chaos reflected back in stark contrast. Tuesday will peel back more layers of their relationship, showing us the love, the jealousy, and the unspoken words that simmer beneath the surface. As the clock ticks toward Tuesday, February 25th, Beyond the Gates is shaping up to be a roller coaster of emotions. From Danny's crumbling marriage to Smitty and Martin's looming crossroads, from Ashley's flirty new chapter to the Dupree family's tangled ties, this episode promises to deliver drama that sinks its hooks into you and won't let go. It's a story of heartbreak and hope, of secrets whispered in the shadows and love tested by fire. So, dear readers over 65, grab your favorite chair and a warm drink, because this is one tale that'll keep you talking long after the credits roll. What will Donnie do next? Will Smitty fight for his dreams? And how will the Dupree family weather this storm? Tune in and find out, because in Beyond the Gates, nothing is ever quite what it seems.